Welcome to this video. In here, I'm going to walk through the legislative branch, basically everything related to it. And the key concept for this is get it done. First, what is bicameral house? By literal meaning, it means made up of two houses. Bi means two. It contains Senate and the House of Representatives. Congress gets its power from Article 1, Section 8, which is the elastic clause. It's necessary and proper. Can you think of any examples? Exclusive powers of the two houses. First, let's talk about Senate. It can do the impeachment, which handles the trial, approves presidential appointments, approves all treaties, and elects vice president if presidential election goes to the House. A little more prestigious than the House of Representatives, actually. Can you think of a reason for it? Another will be the House of Representatives. It can also do the impeachment, which handles the investigation. Notice that it's different than Senate, which handles the trial. The bills that deal with federal revenue originates here. It elects the president if no one gets the majority of electoral votes, which is 270. This happens on 1800 and 1824, so 2 times in history. Member profiles represent majority. First, occupation. Most of the people working in here are businessmen, lawyers, career politicians, and the age is usually between 60 to 65 years old, so those are old men. Even though the actual age requirement was younger than this, but when it comes to reality, most of the people tend to be elderly. There are Protestants, and most of them are male. Also, 96% of them get college degrees, so they're highly educated. Also, most of them are white, and half of them are millionaires, so you can see that they're really prestigious. Perks in Congress, usually $174K a year, 32 free trips home a year, good insurance and retirement benefits, trips aboard are free if government related, free staff paid for in tax dollars, free mail or phone, and Speaker of the House gets car and driver. Can you think of a reason? And that's just a little twist of those. Please enjoy. I know it takes a while. Okay, the House. It's more formal because of size, and 435 members. More specialized, districts is the thing I'm talking about. It's power leadership options based on seniority. So seniority just means that it's based on how long you've been in this occupation. And 95% of incumbents win re-election. Average age is 60, must be 25 to be elected. So you can see that the reality is pretty different than the requirement. And elected every 2 years. The Senate is less formal and 100 members elected every 6 years, much more diverse, represent your whole state. It's equally distributed power and seniority not as important. 1/3 elected every 2 years, which is staggered, and not as easy to get re-elected, actually. The average age is 65 and must be 30 to be elected. Redistricting states. We take a census every 10 years. And why? Can you think of a reason? Districts are redrawn by the state legislature. A good example for it will be gerrymandering, which is when legislatures or parties redraw districts to favor one party over another. Is this illegal? Or must be approved by the federal courts? And how could they be biased? Another concept is packing, which makes majority party stronger, and also cracking splits up majority party. An example for it will be 1990 to 2011 Republicans and 3 Democrats in Georgia. its Texas situation. So those are like, this slide contains the key core idea I want to talk about in this video. So be sure to really understand the concept of those three, like gerrymandering, packing, cracking for redistricting states. That's a typical method to help win votes for the states. So I will talk about them more in future videos, but the core ideas are in the slides. And the federal court cases about redistricting are, first of all, this Westbury versus Sanders, 1964, in Georgia, and redrawing can be declared unconstitutional. Also, Reynolds versus Sims occurs 1964. Also, one man, one vote. Must have equally populated districts. Another example is Baker versus Caroy, which is 1962. Must redraw districts with growth or decline of population. Think about those. Why are these cases set in the 60s? Current leadership in the 118th House. The House leaders are the following. So it has those key peoples, speakers, majority whip, minority whip, and minority leader. And those are the people right here. Current Senate leadership in the 117th Congress. Senate Majority Leader, which is this guy, and this guy. Yeah, those are all the people's names. And what are the leaders and whips? First, the leaders. These people work with the Speaker, which is the House, and other party leaders to push the party agenda. In the House, the Majority Leader would be next in line for Speaker. The whips, on the other hand, they are primarily responsible for whipping party members into shape. And often, if party members break from the platform, they are punished by the whip. How? And let's think about the example, just for more clear understanding. Let's take Colorado State Representatives House as an example. Colorado's first district is this, Diana DeGay, please forgive me if my pronunciation is wrong, since 1997. Colorado's second district is this guy, since 2019. And Colorado's third district since 2020. Colorado's fourth district since 2015. Colorado's fifth district since 2007. Colorado's sixth district since 2019. While Colorado's 7th district is since 2007, and Colorado's 8th district just elected. So you can see here is a map, very simple map to stating like which district is located where, and the center place is Colorado, and Colorado Springs, Denver, those are all of the cities and counties. Just cities. Colorado senators, those two guys. So how does Congress work? You get a brand new Congress every 2 years, and one session a year. House meet in January, and leaders are elected, committees are assigned, and agendas are set by both houses and parties, and set committees. Majority party holds all chair positions, while they also control all debates. The Speaker is the most powerful. The member of the House, second in succession, oversees things and appoints positions, etc. And that's all for this video. I hope you learned something from it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.